Okay, so what I'd like to do is, you guys already went through it, that's cool. What I want to do now is go through with stopping for direction. And actually, what I want to do first is give you guys a little bit of background into what's going on. I already kind of like gave a basic idea. But what's going on right now is Will's side, the revolutionary side, has a slight upper hand in this war. You both know it, but you're not exactly acting on it right at this point. So Logan is basically, he's playing it as straight-faced as he can. He's trying to play it neutral is what's going on. So you've got kind of like a natural sneering Jack Nicholson thing going on, which is kind of cool. I like it. Pull it back a little bit and just give me a little bit more, look, this is the deal, these are the terms, blah, 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 this is what's going on. And basically you're trying to hold a poker face, so basically he doesn't know that you know that he's winning, essentially.
So let me ask you this in terms of acting.
Yeah.
A good scene is somebody's already up, somebody's always down. I'm down.
You're you're down and you're trying to play it like it's even is what's going on. Okay. You guys are in a position where Will really can march in at this point and take it if he really wants to. However, you can still inflict heavy damage. That's why he's basically agreeing to have this talk, where he doesn't want to take that damage. You don't want to lose the war, so you're trying to play it like you think you're on even terms right now, and you're really not.
Sure.
So it's not, and so Logan is basically again playing this neutral until Will gets under his skin by basically like pecking at him and digging at him.
Once I bring up Rachel.
Before that, so what we'll do is I want you guys to start at the beginning. And
on what line do we see a pivot here?
The pivot is
the king, the president.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
So the point. So the first turn comes when you basically reject his advance to turn around. So because Will gives you this opportunity.
This.
Let me ask you something.
If you had known back then that this is how it would go, everything that would happen, that would end up here, would you still done? Would you still have backed him? You say it doesn't matter now. And he says it matters now more than ever. You kind of have a moment where you kind of grapple with yourself a little bit. Look, I'm not here to relitigate the past, blah, blah, blah. And you have that line. That's when Will is here basically mostly to try to get you back. That's what he wants the most, right?
He wants his friend back.
He wants his friend back, exactly. He wants to win the war, obviously. He wants the war to be over, but he wants his friend back, right? And so that's the moment when he realizes, I'm not gonna get my friend back. Fine. Whatever, screw it. Here are my terms. He goes in front of a firing squad tomorrow, and we won't march the Capitol bird down, blah, 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 blah.
So prior to that switch, how is it, I don't want to say it's casual, but what's the tone here between the two of us in the beginning?
So,
just turns, very methodical, you're gonna lay down your arms? Of course, you go in front of a firing squad, naturally.
So, let me think for a second.
Because I want to know what that tone is and then what it switches to. Tense.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter now. Look. Okay. I'm not here to relitigate the past, okay? Because here we are right now.
Right when I go, like, here are my terms.
That's when you change.
Yeah, that's
you
when
don't
I change.
you don't change yet. At that point, you're still like, look, I should have known this was a waste of time. Whatever. Get up. And then it's like, yeah, you should have. What? That's the moment, like, you start to shift right there. Like, what are you talking about? You should have known, because I told you over and over and over again, and now look, blah, 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 blah. You should have known. And then that's when the moment where you're like, okay, you're still trying to hold yourself together. Like, okay, you're trying to bait me. It's not gonna work. Like, not everything's a game or a strat. Like, so Will's a little bit more, he's more sincere, he's more impulsive, he's more emotional about it. And Logan is more calculating, he's more reserved, he's more contained, he's more self-controlled. So the moment when Will is kind of coming at him, like, you should have known, Logan is kind of taking this as a chess move, right? Trying to bait him, like you're trying to bait me, it's not gonna work. And that's where Will is kind of like, look, this is where we have our friction. This is where we don't understand each other. Not everything's a game or a strategy. This is real. I'm being serious, right? Not everything's a game or a strategy, Logan. Like, there's what's the line? Not everything's a game or strategy.
Not everything's a game or strategy, Logan.
Some things are just true and need to be said. And the truth is, you had all the information you need to make the right decision.
But you still chose him.
You still chose this. That's the moment where things.
I started getting tense. I'm not the one that started this war.
Yeah. So you've already gotten up at that point. So I should have known this is a waste of you get up. I should have known this was a waste of time. You guys start to walk away, and then what? What are you talking about? You know, and then he gives a line, and then it's bam. I'm not the one who started the war. You know. So you're yelling right there with your hands. Right. You're not really gonna do it because we got this here, but it's again it's it's contained, it's restrained, it's I've got control of myself. Bam! And then quieter, I'm not the one who started a war. Will gets louder, you stay controlled. Right? You get angrier, you do get angrier, but it's still, I've got myself under control.
Sure, contained.
You contain, right. I'm not the one who started a war. You get louder. Anyway, but that's where it starts to turn for you. And then the moment where he says, okay, well, wait a second here. He started the war, I was just one of them picked up your gun.
Hence the execution.
Right, hence the execution.
So why wait? Do it now.
Right. That's basically Will's moment of acknowledging that he knows he's got the upper hand in this war.
Sure.
Like, except you
and
can't.
I'm kind of just...
Yeah, you're pissed off because you know he's got you, right? So Will's moment is like, except you can't, can you? Because you know that you never get your ceasefire. Because if I'm dead, blah, 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 blah. You're hanging from a tree. And then your line, choose not to this time.
Choose not to fight at this time, because I still retain some fond memories of our friendship. And I prefer not to be the one to have to put a bullet between your eyes.
Yeah. And see how touching. And then that moment, the thing about Rachel, this is really important because this is a low blow even for Logan. What he's doing is basically trying to regain the power or gain the power in the conversation. He's trying to get the upper hand, right?
Sure. Can that be a walkaway line?
Oh yeah, sure. So you're still up at this point, right?
No, because it'd be nice just to have him isolated in the shot to focus on all his acting and emotion when I go. Or maybe it's because you're just acting out because you still feel guilty about Rachel.
Yeah, the walk away works. But again, it's a little bit too sneery when you say it.
Oh, but I love that. I want to be the asshole.
But here's the thing: Logan he's kind of an asshole, but he's still got some humanity to him. Is the thing, because we need to believe that these guys were friends. They have shared love between them. And if you're just an asshole, if you're just an asshole to him, there's no reason to believe that you would ever be friends.
Just tell me this, less. Just a little less.
Okay,
less.
All right, fair enough.
Maybe it's just you're acting out because you feel guilty about Rachel.
There you go.
Maybe because you know that if you hadn't picked up that gun, she might still be here because the very first casualty of your war was your health insurance. And so now you're taking out your poor decision making on me, but that ain't gonna bring her back, Will. And the smartest thing you could do is accept the terms of your surrender. That's nice. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
It's cool.
Moving forward a little bit. So
Post-fight.
Post-fight, when my son walks in, it's almost like there has to be a moment like Daddy, then like almost like add Daddy before Daddy needed help because Daddy, because he's going to come in and see Logan on top of me, and he's not going to go. He might say Daddy needed help, but it's almost like Daddy, and then as soon as that he catches that, clocks that recognition, he eases up. Daddy need help, and then I'm like, no, thanks, I'm good, but because it's
a very wide gap that really goes
interesting to go. If we're in a clutch battle, I'm like, no, son, we're just working some things out, working some stuff out.
And we just go like this. So,
well, I was thinking of it a little bit
is
slower.
this the best place for him? It's just a wide gap.
No. So I'm thinking of it. The transition is slower than that.
Okay.
So what happens is we can add a dad to like Dad, you need help. So he comes in like, boom, Dad, you need help. And you guys look.
How old is this kid?
He's like 14.
Oh, I thought he was little.
No. He's like a teen. So he comes in, Dad, you need help? And then you guys are like, and then it's a slow realization, like, drop, and maybe you start to get up a little bit.
Okay. No,
and it's
nobody,
like,
just
no, thanks, buddy. I'm good. Just working some stuff out. Go wait outside. So kid leaves, and you guys just kind of like wearily get. Well, yeah, in the line.
Is this really the
is this the best place for him?
him?
Like I'd rather have him here where I can keep an eye on him because he's gonna get himself in trouble either way.
Yeah.
Just keep him stable. Yeah. But again, that just takes longer. It's a slower thing. He steps down.
Oh, I'm at the end.
I'm
I'm at the end.
Oh yeah.
We're rolling credits.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay. So.
Got it. Folks, got it.
All right.
Now we're taking it from the top again.
Yeah. Let's take it from the top.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Let's take it from your entrance.
I like this more than any other drink. It just it settles me better.
Yeah.
I'm way over here.
I don't get anything with it.
So let's take it from like even like everything basically, like all the like give me the moment to you guys shared, recognized, or remembered friendship. Like there was like you're remembering your past, your history, all that kind of stuff.
You want all that happening before I sit?
No. Sit down.
You want to see what I
Like
do?
come in, sit down. Just have a moment. Do the thing where like you notice his hair.
Slaps
you're
him,
like,
flips the
you're just
table,
gonna go,
kicks
yeah.
him.
I mean, that's good, man.
Just a quick sketch, right?
Yeah.
And then you notice his hand. Oh yeah, he's got a. Do you have a tan line by any chance? Okay, we can paint one on you.
Yeah.
We can paint one on you. So you notice the tan line on his finger and his tattoos. His Rachel. You're like, what? Give me a little like, what? Where's your ring? Like, nope. And then you have that moment. Cause another thing. Importantly, you introduced him to Rachel, his wife, like 30 years ago, or something like that. So you have a vested in this, which is more reason for you to have like more of a humanity towards him, because you genuinely are sad that she's gone, that she's dead. And then you kind of like pull yourself together. It's the business now. No. Sit down first.
You think? Sit down?
I think so. Yeah.
Whose tent are we in? Let me ask that.
My turn.
It's his tent. It's on like a neutral ground, basically.
Okay.
You come in and just sit yourself down, and then you have the moment.
Terms.
He steps down.
That's a non-starter.
Okay, where do you want to start?
All of you lay down your arms today. Amnesty for the common soldiers, life in prison for the commanding officers. Of course, you'll most likely be executed.
Naturally.
I'll have to see about first or second class citizenship for everyone else.
You'll have to see. Doesn't sound like you have clearance to make the offer.
I'll get it. I just have to make him think it was his idea.
Pause for a second. Do me a favor with that line. I said to make it think it was his idea. Give me a tiny bit of embarrassment in that line, because basically you know that having a president who's either so dumb or so old and senile that you A, can convince him of stuff, and B, or like manipulate him of stuff, and then or manipulate him into stuff, and C, have to do that. It's kind of embarrassing for you.
I'll get it. I just have to make him think it's his idea.
Some kind of president you got there, Logan.
No, some kind of king.
Some kind of king you got there, Logan. That doesn't sound right to me either.
He's not a king. He's just a president.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do me a favor with that one. You've heard this king line 20, 30 years. It's old. Like, he's not a king. He's just the president.
Not a king. He's just a president.
And you got his face on your shoulder right there instead of the flag. Let me ask you something. If you had known back then this is how it would go, all this would go down, it would happen like this, and we'd end up here, would you still have done it? Would you still have backed it?
Do me a favor, Darren, with that.
Yeah.
Would you still have done it? Pause. Would you back him?
Yeah, okay. Let me ask you something. If you had known back then that this is how it would go down, everything would happen, and we'd end up here. You still would do it. You still would do it.
Doesn't matter now.
Okay, pause for that one. Do me a favor. It doesn't matter now. A little bit of regret in that line. It's almost like if you could go back 30 years,
Doesn't matter now.
it's almost like maybe you would do something different. Maybe you would change, but it's kind of like Logan, he does have a little bit of regret in what he's done, the way everything turned out. It's almost like he feels like he's in too deep at this point. It's like a sunk cost fallacy. So it's just kind of like, look, it doesn't, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter now.
Matters more than ever.
And do me a favor with that one, a little bit more.
More?
You're trying to convince him. Lean forward. Like, no, it matters now more than ever.
It matters more now than ever.
And then with that one,
Look.
less aggressive with that and more pleading. Like,
Yeah,
It doesn't
matters now
matter
more than
now.
ever. Come on.
it matters more now than ever.
Look. I'm not here to relitigate the past, and neither are you. We both made our choices a long time ago, and now we have a job to do.
Right?
So, terms.
Okay. Here are my terms. He walks into the firing squad tomorrow. And we won't march into the Capitol and burn it down with all of you inside.
Darren, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Bigger on that one. Louder.
Louder.
More aggressive. Like, fine. Here are my terms. He goes in front of a firing squad tomorrow, and we won't march, big.
Yeah.
Just,
Okay.
So, terms.
Okay. Here are my terms. He goes in front of a firing squad tomorrow, and we won't march into the Capitol and burn it to the ground with you inside.
I knew this would be a waste of time. You want me to get up at that point?
yeah, that's when you get up. I should have known this. would be a-
known this would be a waste of time.
Yeah, you should have.
What?
You should have. Because I told you over and over and over again. And look at us. Look at us now. You should have.
Look how much time we've lost in this.
Yeah, look how much time we've lost in this. You should have.
You're trying to bait me. You're trying to bait me, and it ain't gonna work.
Can we be a little bit less on that one?
You're trying to bait me, and it ain't gonna work.
Not everything's a game or a strategy, Logan. Some things are just true and have to be said. And the truth is, you had enough information to make a decision.
You had all the information you needed to make the right decision.
You had all the information you needed to make the right decision. But you still chose him. You still chose this.
Hey, I'm not the one who started a war.
Okay, really quick. So, like, yell is in BAM!
Yeah,
And then, I know, but the voice still has to be like, BAM! I'm not the one who started.
I'm not the one who started a war.
He started the war. I was just the first person to pick up a gun.
Do me a favor, really small thing, just first one. Just keep the line truncated as short as possible. I was just the first one to pick up a gun.
Yeah, okay.
Want me to go back?
Sure.
I'm not the one who started a war.
He started the war. I was just the first person to pick up a gun.
Hence the execution.
What are you waiting for? Do it. Do it now. But you can't, can you? Because you won't get your ceasefire.
Pause real quick. On that, but you can't, can you? More smoke. Because this is when you're letting him know, no.
Yeah.
We got you right now. So when it's like basically, so what are you waiting for? Do it now! And then there's a pause. I think what we're gonna do right there, it's not in the script, we're gonna have a moment where soldiers tense up, maybe they start raising their guns, blah, blah, blah. We might do that thing that you did in your audition where he says something like, stand down, hold, don't fire, whatever, but in that entire time, you've got the cards right now.
Right.
And so basically when he shuts everything down, that's your moment to be like, except you can't. Because you know then you never get your ceasefire.
Right.
And also do me a favor, really small thing, it's not a ceasefire, pull back on fire, ceasefire. Ceasefire. Yeah.
I'm not the one who started a war.
He started the war. Sorry.
Yeah.
He started the war. I was just the first person to pick up a gun.
Hence the execution.
Real quick, Aaron. First one to pick up a gun.
Yeah.
I'm not the one who started a war.
He started the war. I was just the first person to pick up a gun.
First one to pick up a gun.
I said that.
You said first.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
He did say
First
person.
one to pick up a gun.
First one to pick up a gun.
First one to pick up.
I'm not the one who started a war.
He started the war. I was just the first one to pick up a gun.
It's the execution.
Why wait? Do it now.
You can't. What? And then moment.
I played audition for both. I don't
Yeah.
remember which did I do it in both?
You did it for him. You didn't
Right,
do
I
it
did it for Logan, that's
Yeah,
what I
yeah. So we'll probably, if we do it, we'll have
Because
him.
that would make more sense, right?
Yeah, because he-
do it now.
Yeah, you're ready. It's your bluff.
Right.
And he doesn't want it to happen. So if we do it, it's going to be him. And he's
Right.
just like, hold your fire, or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
And then it's like that's the moment where everything stops for a moment. Everything stops. Except you can't. You can't.
So why wait? Do it now. But you can't, can you? Because you won't get your ceasefire. Because if I'm dead, they won't stop until every last one of you that followed him or voted for him are hanging from a tree.
Pause real quick. Do me a favor. I want that line to be so ferocious that it scares the audience. Because if I'm dead, they won't stop until every last one. Bang, bang. Make it big, make it scary. By the time you get to hanging from the tree, I want you to be roaring as hanging from a tree. Make it big, make it scary. Make the audience shrink back in their seats.
Okay.
Except you can't.
So why wait? Do it now. Except you can't.
Oh, let smaller, smoke. Except you can't.
Except you can't. Because you know you'll never get your ceasefire. Because if I'm dead, they won't stop until every last one of you that followed him or voted for him is hanging from a tree.
I choose not to at this time because I still retain some fond memories of our friendship, and I prefer not to be the one that puts a bullet between your eyes.
Pause real quick, do me a favor. So, with his line, he's dropping bombs. I want your line to be more like a sniper rifle. So he's like, it's hanging from a tree, and you're like, I choose not to.
Okay.
This time, make it more like zeroing in, focus, control.
Gotcha.
Because if I'm dead, they won't stop until every last one of you that followed him or voted for him are hanging from a
Oh,
tree.
real quick, sorry. Fought for him, because we're not talking about just following him. We're talking about your soldiers.
Fought for him.
Fought for him or voted for him.
Okay. Because if I'm dead, they won't stop until every last one of you that fought for him or voted for him are hanging from a tree.
I choose not to at this time because I still retain some fond memories of our friendship. And I prefer not to be the one who puts a bullet between your eyes.
How touching.
You know,
Do me a favor, pause real quick. Let's give that a little moment to breathe.
Sure.
So come forward like, I choose not to.
Okay.
Because I still blah, blah,
I
blah.
choose not to at this time because I still retain some fond memories of our friendship. And I prefer not to be the one that puts a bullet between your eyes.
How touching.
Give it a moment. Walk away, give it another moment.
No. Maybe this is you just acting out because you feel guilty about Rachel. Maybe because you know that if you hadn't picked up that gun, she might still be here. Because the very first casualty of your war was health insurance. And so now you're taking it out on me, your poor decision on me, but that won't bring her back. Well,
Do me a favor.
that ain't gonna bring her back.
Give me a little bit less. A little bit more like, maybe blah, blah, blah. Okay, what's the line? Sorry.
Maybe because you know that if you had picked up that gun.
Do me a favor. Slow that down a little bit. I think that's what I need. Slow it down a little bit.
Sure.
Give me a little bit of
All right.
give me pause a little bit more.
Maybe this is just you acting up because you feel guilty about Rachel.
Oh, so yeah, pause right there. That is the moment. That is the moment where he's like, what the fuck did you just say to me?
Okay.
Let that moment sit.
Maybe this is just you acting out because you feel guilty about Rachel.
Pause. Like, are you serious? You really went there? and then you're like basically.
Maybe because you know that if you hadn't picked up that gun, she might still be here.
Awesome.
Because the very first casualty of your war was health insurance. So now you're taking out your poor decision on me. But that ain't gonna bring her back well. Because the very first, the smartest thing you can do is accept the terms of your surrender.
Okay, pause for a second. A little bit of an inflection direction here. Instead of your war, it's more like your war. Because if you say your war, that means there's like another war going on somewhere.
Because the very first casualty of your war was.
But I still want you to hit. I still want you to hit your.
Yeah.
If I hit both of them. The very first casualty of your war.
Okay, got it. Because the very first casualty of your war
There you go.
was health insurance. So now you're taking out your poor decision on me. Fuck I do. But that ain't gonna bring her back. Well, that ain't gonna bring her back. And the smartest thing you could do is accept the terms of your surrender.
Interesting. Okay.
That is a no. What a bunch of dicks. Big fucking dick measuring contest going on here.
I like the choice. Let's not do it though.
Okay.
Because
He likes
Will
that you're
is-
making choices.
I like that you're making choices. Don't make that. Don't make that one. Because Will is basically frozen in rage at this point. There's no like. I'm not reacting to this cynically or sardonically. No, I'm just like, I got it.
I brought her up.
Yeah. Okay.
Thought I'd try it on for size. It just struck me.
I got you.
Such a speech.
I liked it.
Such a speech.
Well, bury you in the flag.
All right. Should we take it from the top?
Yeah.
I'll get again, Darren.
Yes, sir.
Ceasefire.
Ceasefire.
There you go.
Ceasefire.
John, more purposeful when you walk in.
Give me an example.
So you come in, and first thing you do, you got a bunch
I
of.
haven't seen him in how long at this point?
You have not interacted substantively in 20, 30 years. Maybe you've, over the past course of this like 20, 30 year war, you've had brief moments of like engagement, maybe even battle engagement, maybe you've seen each other briefly, but you haven't really sat down to have a conversation 20, 30 years.
Does he know before he walks in the tent that
Yeah,
this
he knows,
is who he's going to be
he
talking
knows
to?
his name, he knows his
Okay.
name. So you come in, it's more business-like when you come in. So, get rid of guns, blah, blah. Sit down. OBX. And then just have that much softer. You're looking at me like you're pissed at me already. Don't be pissed at me already.
Don't be pissed. Yeah.
Don't be pissed yet.
Okay.
No, you're in a moment where this is my friend. I haven't seen my friend in 20, 30 years, or haven't. So give it a moment where like, man, it's been, how long has it been, man? This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. You notice his hair, kind of give him like, and he's like, oh, yeah. So, but this moment is really important because this is the
I
moment.
just have to respectfully disagree because if this was a former friend and we've been fighting and I haven't seen him in 20 years, I don't think I would walk right up to him. I would stand back and take in that moment.
Okay.
That's just me. I mean, well, I'll do whatever you want me to do. But I think seeing him sitting alone at that table and me about to approach him, I think we're both just getting our shit together. I wouldn't march right up to him. Okay, so terms, I would just be like, motherfucker, here we are. What the fuck is going on? How the fuck did we end up
A
here?
little bit right now, though, too. After he sits down. But
You know what I mean?
I was thinking of that moment like after you sit down, but if you want to take that moment before you sit down, you want to do that?
I just think it's a great moment of isolation. Me at one end, looking at him under a light or however you're going to have it lit, sitting alone at a table. I don't know. It just speaks volumes to me, and it creates a tension there. Instead of me just marking up like, okay, motherfucker, let's go. I would be like, motherfucker, I haven't seen this guy in 20 years. What the fuck are we doing?
Okay, give it a shot.
I'll do whatever you want me to.
Well, let's see what happens, man. Let's give it a shot. See how it looks.
So you want me to, the way you were thinking, I'll show you that first. I walk in.
Shake your head, man. No, she's dead.
Terms?
Okay, so all of that, stretch it out more. This is, give that moment when you sit down, even if you've already taken that moment standing, when you sit down, give it an even longer moment. You know, have that just that. You know, and then you do the hair like, yeah, what? And he's like, oh yeah, right. And then you can notice his hand, like give me a little bit of a concern, like what's up here? You know, so there's a whole conversation that happens here before you have the conversation. So stretch this out.
Okay.
Okay. And then the other way I'm thinking.
Wait for it. Give it another like 10 seconds even before you do the hair thing.
Okay.
Give me the little hold up your hands. Give it.
Okay, I'll do this.
What's that?
I know I'm telling him I'm going to do this.
Take a minute to pull yourself together. This was your friend a long time ago. You introduced him. Holy shit, she's dead. Give it a minute.
Terms?
These things.
That's a non-starter.
Where would you like to start?
All of you lay down your arms today. Amnesty for the common soldiers, life in prison for the commanding officers. Of course, you'll most likely be executed.
Naturally.
Do me a favor, Darren. A little bit. Give me a little bit more. Just kind of listen to him.
Okay.
Don't give me that laugh. Just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
All of you lay down your arms today. Amnesty for the common soldiers, life in prison for commanding officers. You, of course, will be executed.
Naturally.
I'll have to see about first or second class citizenship for everybody else.
You'll have to see. Doesn't sound like you have clearance to make the offer.
I'll get it. I'll just have to make him think it was his idea.
Some kind of king you got there, Logan.
He's not a king, he's just a president.
Again, you've heard this
Not a
line 1,000
king.
times.
Not a king, he's just a president.
Yeah, right. Well, you got his face on your shoulder where there should be a flag. Let me ask you something. If you had known back then that this is how it would go.
Oh, less.
Let me ask you something. If you had known back then that this is how it would go, how everything that would happen, that we'd end up here, would you still have packed it?
Still done it.
We still have done this. We still have packed it.
Again, still done it. Pause.
We still have done it. We still have packed it.
Doesn't matter now.
It matters more than ever.
Do me a favor, lean forward on that. Actually, you know what, you're already kind of leaning forward.
Yeah.
Be a little bit more, either leaning back or just kind of like sitting up straight,
Yeah.
and then that way you can lean forward. It matters now more than ever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter now.
It matters more than ever.
Look. I'm
Pause real quick, do me a favor. Take a second to kind of wrestle with yourself on that
Okay.
one. And then and then you kind of like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. It's too late. No.
It matters more than ever.
Look.
Yep.
I'm not here to relitigate the past, and neither are you. We both made our choices a long time ago, and now we have a job to do.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
So. Terms.
Okay.
Louder.
Okay. Here are my terms. He goes in front of a firing squad, and we don't march to the Capitol and burn it down with you inside.
Pause real quick, do me a favor. Denise. What's
Less?
No, actually a little bit more, but slow it down. Make it more deliberate.
Okay.
All right, fine. Here are my terms. He goes in front of a firing squad tomorrow, and we won't march. Give it a little bit more like, this is what's gonna happen.
So. Terms.
Okay. Here are my terms. He goes in front of a firing squad tomorrow, and we won't march into the Capitol and burn it down with you inside.
Do me a favor, slow it down.
Oh, you said slow down. Okay. Here are my terms. He goes in front of a firing squad tomorrow, and we won't march to the Capitol and burn it down with you inside.
Do me a favor, real quick. That's the right speed. Bring up the volume a little bit. So louder. Keep that speed.
Is this okay? Will this be a close-up though, or is it?
It's your blown up.
I'm just trying to match the sound.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
We'll probably on that line. I'll let you know if it's too,
Okay.
if it's too big in the shot. I'll let you know.
Okay.
And it's not just you inside; it's all of you inside. Like all of you. So we won't march the Capitol and burn it down with all of you inside.
So. Terms.
Okay. Here are my terms. He goes in front of a firing squad tomorrow, and we won't march to the Capitol and burn it down with all of you inside.
I knew this was a waste of time.
Really quick, I should have known because his line is, "Yeah, you should have." So I should have.
yeah.
I should have known this would be a waste of time.
I should have known this is a waste of time.
Yeah, you should have.
What?
You should have known, because I told you over and over and over again. And look at us now, and look now. Look how much time we've lost. You should have known.
Less.
You're trying to bait me. You're trying to bait me, and it ain't gonna work.
Not everything's a game or a strategy, Logan. Some things are just true and need to be said. The truth is, you had everything you needed. You had all the information you needed to make a decision.
Make the right decision.
You had all the information you needed to make the right decision. But you still chose him. You still chose this.
Hey, I'm not the one that started this war.
Real quick, do me a favor.
I know. Well-
Yeah, I know that, but I want the anger in your voice contained. Bam! I'm not the one who started the war, so everything needs to be like tight. Everything needs to be like, okay, there's more.
I'm not the one who started this war.
Real quick, and this is a really, really small thing. A war. I'm not the one who started a war.
I'm not the one who started a war.
He started the war. I was just the first one to pick up the gun.
Hence the execution.
So why wait? Do it now.
Quick, maybe give me a little bit of a pause. So why wait? Do it now.
Yeah.
Am I still here, or do you want me to
Let me see. bam, I'm the one who started a war. He's not, I was,
Hence the execution. So why would we do it now? It says Logan's frozen in helpless anger.
yeah.
I feel like if I'm angry, I would break away.
Yeah, go ahead, that's fine.
Hence the execution.
So why wait? Do it now. Except you can't, can you?
That's going to be more of a beat, more of a, give it a longer moment, you know? And that,
So why
so,
wait?
so that,
Do it now.
why wait, do it now? That's louder, that's more angry. You don't get smug until that, except you can. Like, so why wait? Do it now, in your face. Do it now. And then, what's happening? Huh? Except you can't.
Okay.
Hence the execution.
So why wait? Do it now! Except you can't, can you?
Okay, I'll pause it. Do me a favor, Sean. With that one, if you notice your soldiers like maybe getting ready, like probably his soldiers are gonna react first because they're worried for him. So they're gonna be like, "What? No, don't do it now." And then
He's a boy.
And then your soldiers are gonna be like, "Oh, what? You're doing that? And we're gonna do it too." When you react, you're actually kind of like, "No, you're scared because this could ruin everything." This is a moment where you could lose it right now.
Okay.
Why do we do it now? Thank you.
Yep.
Because you know then you'd never get your ceasefire.
Ceasefire.
Ceasefire. Because you know then you'd never get your ceasefire.
Why?
Because you know then you'd never get your ceasefire. Because you know then you'd never get your because you know then you'd never get your ceasefire. Because if I'm dead, they won't stop until every last one of you that fought for him or voted for him is hanging from a tree.
Hanging from the tree, even bigger.
Because if I'm dead, they won't stop until every last one of you that fought for him or voted for him is hanging from a tree.
There you go. That's tough.
I choose not to fight at this time because I still retain some fond memories of our friendship. And I'd prefer not to be the one that puts a bullet between your
Pause
eyes.
real quick. Sean, give me more rage in that quiet space. I choose not to at this time because I still retain.
I choose not to at this time because I still retain some fond memories of our friendship. And I'd prefer not to be the one that puts a bullet between your eyes.
How touching.
You know,
Give me a little more pause. How do I gain the power back in this conversation? What do I do? What's the right move?
maybe, just maybe, this is you acting out because you feel guilty about Rachel. Maybe because you know that if you hadn't picked up that gun, she might still be here. Because the very first casualty of your war was your health insurance.
Real quick again, emphasize your a little bit. You're putting it on him. The very first casualty of your war? Okay.
Because the very first casualty of your war, did I do it again or no?
That was your war? Make it your war?
Because the very first casualty of your war was health insurance. So now you're taking out your poor decision on me. But that ain't gonna bring her back, Will. The smartest thing you could do is accept the terms of your surrender.
Real quick, do me a favor. A little bit more like, give me a second. Almost like a concerned parent. The smartest thing you can do is accept the terms of your surrender. More neutral. Give me a little bit more of a straight face.
Because the smartest thing you could do is accept the terms of your surrender.
There you go. There you go. Whack. Okay. I like it.
Schmack.
I like it.
Slap! Slap!
Hold on.